In this demo, we will check execution plans and see from where it is getting retrieved. I'm going to use database AdventureWorks DW for this demo. I'm going to create a table called Table2. Table2 has got 3 columns. Column 1, integer primary key, and it's an identity column. Column 2 and column 3 are integer data type. I'm going to insert 6 rows. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this table, and then I will show you what data we have on that. Column 1 being an identity column with an seed and increment with 1. We are seeing data with an incremental value of 1. So we have data from 1 to 6. Column 2 is also same as column 1, but it is not an identity column. We have data from 1 to 6. So column 1 and column 2 are unique columns. Column 3 has got repeated values. Like for example, if you see there are 4 rows with value 2 and 2 rows with value 1. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute this particular simple select statement. I will include the actual execution plan. I'm selecting column 2 from table 2, and the predicate is column 3 is equal to 2. Now when I look at the execution plan, let's right click and click on properties, and then let's click on select. So we have an option called retrieved from cache. This is basically telling it is set to true. So which basically tells the plan for this particular query is basically coming from the cache. Now what we'll do is we will recompile this table. So that means any query that is going to touch this object table 2 will be recompiled. So let's execute this, and then we will see what do we have for retrieved from cache. Let's execute that. Go to the execution plan, and then let's click on select, and what I'm seeing is retrieved from cache is set to true again. So what is happening is when we executed this query, it is basically creating the execution plan. For example, if the plan is not already there in the plan cache, it basically creates a new plan and then puts it in the plan cache, and it is retrieved from the plan cache. And that's the reason we are seeing retrieved from cache is set to true, even though the query recompiles after we use this sp_recompile table 2. But on the other hand, let's see what happens if we execute this query, which basically is same as the previous query. But the only difference is that we have an option recompile hint added. So let's execute this one. Let's go to the execution plan and then check the select operator. Now, if we look at retrieve from cache, what we are seeing is it is set to false. So why do we have false here? Because since we have mentioned recompile hint here, what will happen is the optimizer knows that every time it is going to create a new plan. That is, every time this query is going to be executed, optimizer will have to create a new plan for this particular query. So since it is going to create a new plan every time it is going to get executed, it is not going to place it in the cache, and that's the reason we are seeing retrieved from cache as false. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.